All right, well, report cards are coming out next week for most school children. That means those parent-teacher conferences will follow soon. Here now with some guidance on how to address any issues that may come up or to support great progress is Jenny O'Donnell from Tidewater Parent Magazine. I think that's important, too, to talk about, hey, if that report card looks great, how do we keep a good thing going?
Oh, sure.
As well as talking to the teachers about something that may, that the report card may highlight as an area of concern. So what's the first thing to keep in mind when you have that parent-teacher conference?
Well, you only have about 10 to 15 minutes, so that's not a lot of time to go over all the challenges you might be facing. So you really have to be prepared. Go over the report card and start taking notes about questions that you have. If your child is struggling with homework, maybe there's too much coming home, you need to ask about that. You also need to ask your child if he has any questions that you want to pose to the teacher.
Yeah.
Because he may be struggling with something and he just is sort of afraid to bring it up.
That, this can be a tense time between you and your child, you and your teacher. What kind of language do you use with your kids, to make them feel like you're not necessarily going to take their side on everything, but that you will advocate for them with their teacher if there's a place where that's necessary.
Right, and if you say to your child, I'm going to be touching base with your teacher, what are your concerns, or is there something you want me to bring up? And then once you touch base with the teacher, you'll have a better idea of what's going on because you'll have both sides now.
Right. Now let's move ahead then to when you have that 10 minutes in front of the teacher, how do you maximize that time?
Well, the parent-teacher conference is an opportunity to solve challenges, but also to chart progress. So you really need to go into it with the mindset that you are a team and you're both advocating for your child's learning progress. So go in positive, be prepared, obviously, and ask the teacher what you can do as a parent to support your child and also to help her and support the classroom. Because if the classroom is thriving, your child will glean from that.
Is it appropriate to fill the teacher in on some things going on at home? How do you know when you should really let your teacher know that your child is maybe going through something like a separation or a divorce and when it's just too much information? Yeah,
if there's something going on at home, the teacher really should sort of be filled in on that because the behavior at school could that could be a part of it. So kind of clue her in. You don't have to go into great detail, but let her know what's going on in your child's life and if there are other challenges that might be impacting his studies.
What if your child says something to you like, my teacher just doesn't like me? How do you kind of get from that broad brush assessment on your child's part of what's happening in the classroom down to what really may be going on?
That kind of statement can mean a lot of things. It can mean that the teacher is challenging him, which may not be a bad thing. And it may just mean that this particular teacher isn't sort of the warm and fuzzy, kind of teacher that, some teachers are. So that's why the conference is so important, to get the other side of the story and to find out what's going on in the classroom when you're not there.
And hopefully that parent-teacher conference, the first one of the fall, is not the first time that you've communicated with teachers. I feel like my kids' teachers are so great now that there's email and ways to keep in touch throughout the year and not just at those conferences.
Absolutely. And when the report cards come home, they really shouldn't be a big surprise to you because so many of the schools now have online touch points where you can go to the website and you can see how your child's been doing all along.
All right, that's a very, very good point. Hopefully nothing in that envelope is a shock. All right, if you want more advice on how to stay connected with your child and their school, you can always go to Tidewater Parent. Don't forget, Cover Kids appearance November 11th. That's coming up at the Greenbrier Mall, the Green Turtle at Greenbrier Mall in Chesapeake at 4:30. You can meet the Cover Kid. For more information, you can check out Tidewater Parent Magazine. It is the premier parenting publication in Hampton Roads. For more parenting tips, great articles, make sure you pick up your free copy of Tidewater Parent with our executive producer's adorable son on the cover. You can also connect online, find great deals, read great local blogs, interact with other local parents about issues that concern you most by going online at mytidewatermoms.com, and we'll link that website to ours at thehamptonroadshow.com. Jenny O'Donnell, thanks so much.
Thank you.